I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight right. 180, black 80, 1 Omaha.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Back to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
319. 319.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll work it across midfield. Inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
I'm going back to you.
Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. D. Ford in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Now let's go. Blue.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Coleman now. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football.
Wait. 3 down. 11.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Wait.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jared McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This is Coleman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
On first down, Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Here's Coleman. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
13.
Key 26, key 26.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Gun!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Sponge.
Hot!
Back to throw now on second and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
Detroit!
Everyone's got 4 down.
Hot! Detroit! Hot!
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go ahead.
They go play action here on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
13.
On play action, here's Garoppolo. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
24 is the mic.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
24 is the mic.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
I got you.
Hot!
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play's going and being able to make a play on the football.
Drops it off for Coleman. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he is the NFC reigning Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Get set!
Tight left. 4 down.
6.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Pick up the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just looked at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
3-19.
Motion.
Gun.
24 is the mic.
You ain't got nothing.
Back to throw here. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gun.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Looking to throw. And he finds a man in a crossing route. Dante Moncrief. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Check. Watch the D4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball, by understanding where the receiver is running his route, allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The big boys came out to play. I've been here, brother. Don't be mad. There's more coming.
11.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. With 80. 11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gun!
24 is the mic. 1, 2, 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
24 is the mic.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown, this offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo forced out to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Go ahead.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Nice hit, boy.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run again with Ajayi. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Six.
Tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
4 down, 4 down.
Flag.
4 down.
11. Go ahead. 13.
Mike, 50.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Hey, boys, go.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Play action. Garoppolo. Now he'll turn and throw deep back into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey.
Set. Green 39.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This is Ajayi, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around.
It's caught inside the 25. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 45 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Garoppolo looking to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.